Hi everyone and welcome to the very first edition of NJPW Extra. I'm Chris Charlton from right here in the NJPW Event Center, where every week we'll be bringing you the latest news and results and everything going on from New Japan Pro Wrestling all around the world. Plus, we'll be giving you an exclusive match not before seen anywhere else. This week, our match takes us back to Resurgence all the way back in August at the Torch in LA Coliseum, where Bateman, Barrett Brown and Misterioso, the Stray Dog Army, took on Jordan Clearwater, Kevin Knight and the DKC. That coming up later in the program, but first, let's take a look at what's happening around the world in New Japan Pro Wrestling this week. Starting in Japan, and after Kazuchika Okada claimed G1 Climax 31 victory, all eyes are on Edion Arena and the ongoing power struggle in New Japan Pro Wrestling. 6 titles on the line in a massive 9-match card at Power Struggle. Starting with the never openweight 6-man tag team championships, the House of Torture will be moving to challenge Chaos as Chaos look to extend their already V9 defense streak against the very worst elements of Bullet Club. Toru Yano will defend his KOPW 2021 status against Great Okan. Okan got some measure of revenge against Yano during the G1, but this issue is not over. Will it be a kiss my feet match, or will it be amateur rules deciding this one in Osaka? Robbie Eagles defends the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship against El Desperado. An IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag title shot held as collateral for this singles challenge for El Desperado, looking to regain the gold he lost against the man he lost it to in the Tokyo Dome. Hiroshi Tanahashi defends IWGP US Gold against Kenta. Kenta and the US title have been tied together for a long time, and now Kenta seeks to take that gold by beating the man he beat last year at Power Struggle in Hiroshi Tanahashi. After Tama Tonga provided the only blemish in a near-perfect G1 for Kazuchika Okada, Tama now challenges Okada for that right to challenge at Wrestle Kingdom. Tama Tonga pulled off the biggest upset during the G1. Can he do it again in Osaka? And our main event is for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. The Dragon Shingo Takagi putting his title on the line against Zack Sabre Jr. with history stretching back over a decade to Germany and a sore tap-out loss in Ota. Who walks out as IWGP World Heavyweight Champion in Osaka? We will find out November 6th at Power Struggle in Osaka, live or in English on demand on NJPWWorld.com. NJPW Strong this week saw the Autumn Attack series culminate from Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas. 2 big dream matches headlined the card, which kicked off with Danny Limelight and JR Kratos taking on Rocky Romero and Fred Rosser. 2 combinations of speed and power, but Kratos had more power than anyone and ran through everyone in this match. Rosser was dominated before a hot tag to the fresh Romero brought the pace. As it all broke down, Romero would hit a tope and Rosser would block the symbiote DDT to hit that Rosser Flosion and pick up the victory. Taiji Ishimori and Lio Rush had a junior heavyweight dream match with This Is Awesome chants greeting both men before the match even started. The action did not disappoint with fast offense until Ishimori would home in on Rush's shoulder. Lio Rush would fire back with guts and determination and fast feet before the final hour frog splash got the victory in an incredible matchup you definitely want to check out on NJPWWorld.com. And then the main event saw Team Filthy's Royce Isaacs and Tom Lawler take on Lance Archer and Minoru Suzuki. After a hot start, Filthy isolated Suzuki before Archer was able to come in and tee off on the strong openweight champion. Lawler wriggled off the hook of Blackout, but it was Isaacs that was caught with a Black Hole Slam. When the Murder Hawk monster Archer did hit the Blackout to Tom Lawler, both of those two took to the outside, leaving Isaacs alone with Minoru Suzuki. The God-Star Piledriver struck to leave Suzuki-gun victorious, but as Strong went off the air, it was Chris Dickinson issuing a challenge for Philadelphia and New Japan Showdown. So some phenomenal action taking place around the world this week as we count down to Power Struggle at Edion Arena in Osaka. Then after that, we'll be turning our attention to San Jose, the San Jose Civic for Battle in the Valley, live November the 13th. It's an event you do not want to miss, whether it's at home all the way around the world live, or even better, at ringside. NJPW1972.com for tickets for an amazing card with matches none bigger than the Never Openweight Championship. Switchblade Jay White will be defending against Tomohiro Ishii, and if Ishii loses, he can never challenge for Never Gold ever again. Then you look at Ren Narita and Will Ospreay. Ospreay likes to say that the LA Dojo members of today lack the killer instinct that they used to have. Well, Ren Narita has been imbued with that killer instinct by the wrestler Katsuyori Shibata and will be bringing every inch of his fight to the Commonwealth Kingpin. And in Buddy Matthews, Kazuchika Okada, and many, many more huge names at the San Jose Civic, and you absolutely want to be there live if you can make it. How about 2 days later, Detonation, all the fallout from NJPW Strong, where we'll see some amazing, amazing matches. Gabriel Kidd is back in an NJPW ring and has challenged Jonathan Gresham to what will be undoubtedly a technical classic. Talk about technical classics. How about Alex Coughlin continuing his open challenge series against none other than Josh Barnett? Tomohiro Ishii and Brody King. Some fantastic matches are coming up and some tickets are still available for Riverside. NJPW1972.com for all the details and match information. Alright, so let's head to our match for this week. It goes back to LA and the torch at LA Coliseum, where before Resurgence, the Stray Dog Army united for the first time. Barrett Brown, Misterioso and Bateman took on Jordan Clearwater and the LA Dojo's Kevin Knight and the DKC. We'll take you down to ringside where Matt Raywalt, Alex Kozlov and Kevin Kelly are calling the action.
To the Stray Dog Army. Stray Dogs, no more.
Obviously, with the LA Dojo crowd, I mean, they know each other inside and out. So DKC, Kevin Knight, and even Jordan Clearwater, they're tight. They stay together outside the ring. They train together quite often.
They know each other so well. This is, they got quite a test in front of them. The Stray Dog Army, they've been on a tear ever since they've created this unit between each other.
All right, so the bell sounds. We're underway. Jeremy Marcus will be the official for this six-man tag team contest. Obviously, Barrett Brown had issues with Adrian Quest. Their tag team fell apart, and Barrett Brown began to listen to the charismatic, Matt, that's about the most positive way you could describe someone who has been called by others to be a cult leader.
Are cult leaders not charismatic? Wherein lies their power to command so many people, to command so many thoughts? It's in that charisma. A charismatic kingpin, if you will, is Bateman.
Taking the left arm, the wrist lock broken by Barrett Brown, the fiery Texan who has had a hard time sometimes controlling that energy.
Well, when you're tagging with somebody like a selfish Adrian Quest, it makes a lot of sense.
Here's the cover. DKC gets just a 1 count. The DKC, of course, joined the LA Dojo and teamed with Kevin Knight. Now we'll see. They were in tag team turbulence, and let's see what they can put together here. Nice double tackle. Kevin Knight, the legal man, shoulders down, a kick out at 2. So we thank you very much for joining us here in this YouTube exclusive. New content coming each and every week. And Barrett Brown will now tag in Misterioso, and watch out because the end is near.
See Kevin Knight trying to get his best amateur wrestling skill on riding Misterioso, letting him know that he is not here to play.
How did Misterioso and Bateman and Barrett Brown spend their day today, Alex? I understand you have some intel.
Oh, well, yeah. They spent some time, team building, down by the ranch at the border of Tijuana. They went horseback riding.
That's a good team building exercise before this bout here.
We should have done that today.
We needed to. Oh, nice. Faked him out, and then the arm drag. Kevin Knight now eats the elbow. Mysterioso gaining control. Solidly built luchador, drills Kevin Knight, shoulders down to kick out at 2.
I'm telling you, I met Misterioso about 10 years ago, and he hasn't aged a day. And I think some doctors are explaining this phenomenon as, like, he sheds his skin twice a year. Which
like
is
a snake.
Like a snake, and he stays so young and fresh. I mean, look at him. He's a specimen.
Well, now all 3 members of the Stray Dog Army are in the ring, and Kevin Knight gets shot corner to corner. Here comes Barrett Brown, Misterioso 2, and they're going to feed him out to the awaiting Bateman. Oh!
There's the exclamation point on the sentence.
2.
But it only gets a 2 count.
It's obviously a great scene here in Torch of the LA Coliseum. You'll see exclusive content coming to the YouTube channel each and every week, from whether it's Thunder Studios in Long Beach, Texas, Philadelphia, with getting on the road with New Japan Strong. If you want to see New Japan Strong live in your area, go to NJPW1972.com for tickets. Kevin Knight starting to fire back, but a double thrust into the throat from the bully Bateman puts him down.
But that's what you want to see out of these young Lions. That fire, that fight, that never give up attitude, even in the face of someone like Bateman.
And now Bateman looking to power up. Bateman, what is he, 20-year veteran?
20 years has been wrestling, and I know we're talking about how charismatic he is, but I just can't help but be intimidated. I mean, he's so scary
There's
looking.
the tag.
So Clearwater gets tagged in. Businessman by day, wrestler by night. And now let's see if the modern-day Superman can get the win. He is put together, no doubt, and a protege of one Machine Gun Carl Anderson. You know he's tough.
Very tough, and in recent times has been competing in these fitness competitions. He's looking real good, sharp.
Matt, he's the guy you want to talk to about your, Ethereum, your cryptos types of things.
Is that right?
Yeah, he deals in. He's got some high-dollar clients, but he's in a tough spot right now as the tag made to Misterioso.
All the crypto in the world isn't going to save you right now, Jordan.
Barrett Brown was the one who got tagged in. Let's see, all 3 are in. I'm not sure who is the legal man for the Stray Dog Army, and I can only hope that referee Jeremy Marcus knows. Watch this, drop kick there. Caught him on the shoulder. Bateman looking on as Barrett Brown gets the 2 count.
And you talked about earlier these dojo boys. They know each other. They've trained together so well. But how does that stack up against something like the Stray Dog Army? A family. Who knows each other better? So far, the Stray Dog Army has had the upper hand most of this match.
They certainly have. And Barrett Brown giving up size here to Clearwater.
5 minutes elapsed. 5 minutes.
They can work a series of tags here in that red corner. Might change things. Slips out of the hold there. Gives up the roll-up and drills it with the knee. So now Bateman gets tagged in, and Jordan Clearwater is in trouble.
Just like they did before with Kevin Knight, they are cutting off the ring. Classic tag team psychology here. Keep their opponent in their corner. Don't let them get the tag.
Amazing sights here from the Torch of the LA Coliseum, and we thank you for joining us. It looks as if Bateman is, whoa, maybe I spoke too soon because Jordan Clearwater with an opportunity there.
Bateman looking wobbly, and now DDT planted onto the mat.
And Clearwater not going for a cover, instead realizing his time to make a tag is now.
He's got to get it here. Get the fresh man in the ring.
And he will tag in the DKC.
DKC is clearing house. The freshman here going toe-to-toe with Bateman.
Don't stand and trade with Bateman. Wait a minute.
Oh.
DKC lighting him up.
Some of his karate background showing here.
That forearm from Bateman just fired him up.
Drop toe hold.
Oh, yes. You know, there's a similarity with DKC and CM Punk. When CM Punk went to New York, he kept his name. When DKC became a young lion, he kept his hair.
That's right. I'm still waiting for the head shaving. Cover, 2, and wow. Well, that certainly would have changed the trajectory of that young lion's career if he would have gotten the victory right there over Bateman. But now Kevin Knight gets tagged in. We're going to see some incredible agility here from Kevin Knight. He has rockets on the ends of his boots, it seems like at times, as Bateman gets slung to the corner.
Here we go, all the way across the ring, and there's some of that agility you were talking about.
Wow.
Incredible teamwork here.
Spears him right with the shoulder, another karate drop. Kevin Knight, frog splash. Hooks the leg, 2. Misterioso dives in and breaks it up.
There's that ring awareness from the veteran, knowing that his teammate was in trouble, making the save just in time.
Don't turn your back on Bateman.
Oh. Crushed him with the forearm. Oh, look at that drop kick. My goodness. Kevin Knight, as they say, Alex, he has hops.
Oh, yeah. You ever seen the movie White Men Can't Jump?
Yes.
That's how I feel right now.
I know I can.
All right, so now can he make a tag? Can he make a tag to Jordan Clearwater? It's been a back-and-forth 6-man battle. And Clearwater tag. And Bateman will tag in Misterioso.
Now it's Misterioso's turn to maybe clean house here with Jordan Clearwater. But back and forth they go.
Standing switch. Breaking the grip on the waistlock at least for a second, now in the full Nelson.
Wait a minute. Kevin Knight gets in the ring illegally.
Catches a boot for his trouble.
Partners run together by Misterioso, who takes them both down.
How about the strength and power of Big Poppy Pump? You can't mess with this guy.
And now watch out, Barrett Pro, Tope Suicida.
And this is the coordination I was talking about from the Stray Dog Army.
DKC is in there all alone. Bateman crunched him.
And I think Misterioso is gonna fly like a gaviota.
Hey, Bateman, what are you doing? Why don't you go over there and help?
Oh!
No help needed.
No help needed at
He
all.
knew exactly what he was doing. And there to get the tag after Misterioso wipes everybody out. And Alex,
He's picking him up for that tombstone pile driver. Assisted by Barrett Brown. Nice.
Gotta be it.
1, 2, and it is indeed over.
What a match, and what a way to start NJPW Extra. Next week, we'll be back with all the latest news as we count down to Battle in the Valley in San Jose. And what a match we have for you next week. From the 2300 Arena, the legendary venue in Philadelphia, Alex Zane takes on Will Ospreay. That, your match for next week, right here on NJPW Extra. We can't wait to have you, and we can't wait to see you. San Jose, Riverside. Head to the website for all the latest information, or the best seat in the house is on NJPW World, the king of sports streaming services. Until next time, go kigenyo, sayonara.